Okay, hello and welcome to another RAB-Live stream. I do not have the chat window open, bear with me. Okay, so today we're making Final Fantasy XII in a nutshell models, and with me today I have Cody. Is he there?
Did you cut out?
Who is it? It cut out literally as you said the voice.
Oh, I basically introduced you, so
Oh, hi.
Hi.
I'm Happy Striker.
he's one of the writers for Final Fantasy XIV in a nutshell. We also have Bold King Cole. He's someone who's made models for us previously, and he's done many voices for us. I don't know if he's still there. I think he might have actually sneakily snuck out. And we have Flutter Dark, who is also a Final Fantasy XIV in a nutshell writer.
Hi.
Yo. Hello, Mario team. Welcome to the stream. Okay, so we have an agenda today. If you're familiar with Final Fantasy XII, today we are making Kytes, who is one of Varn's friends from the slums who disappears very early into the game, so fruitful endeavour there for making a model. We're going to make some Bhujerba Citizens, probably about 3. Those won't take much time to make or much effort because they're NPCs. Judge Geese, one of the primary villains in the game, Vossler, and lastly, if we have time, Jote or Jote, however you want to say it. She's basically one of the Elder Viera from the Great Wood in Final Fantasy XII. Okay, so let's start. So, as always, I start by finding a reference. Oh, thank you, World Reverses. Very, very charitable of you. Kytes. I imagine there's not going to be many references for this guy. Oh, even better, he has a Pictologica model. But he does not look like that in Final Fantasy XII, so we can't use that. Hello, Mr. Burke, and hello, Jesus Adorno. So as I suspected, there's not actually many pictures of this kid, like, at all. Especially not from the waist down, so I'm just gonna kind of guess what he looks like from the waist down. And that's totally not creepy.
God. What is it with some characters and not having a full body in these games?
I know, it just makes my life ever so much more difficult as an animator. Okay, so he has fairly long hair. If you're sort of new to this process, I don't know how many of you haven't seen one of these streams before, but basically I have a template for these models, and at the moment I am drawing on a layer on top of the model to do the hair. Hello, William. Try to go to the Final Fantasy wiki. That is a good idea. I'll try that in a minute. We'll see how I get on though, because I think this, as this kid only appears for literally one joke, I won't put too much effort into him. So, Flutter Dark, you're a connoisseur of Final Fantasy XIV. What have you been up to in the game recently?
A mix. I actually came back to the game about last week Friday after having a long break in it, and I'm doing a mix of leveling my classes to 70 and doing Shadowbringer story with the Black Mage that I already had at 70.
Oh, nice. So I'm currently leveling up a Dark Knight. It's been very excruciating, but I'm getting there slowly. Just now got into level 67, so I'm not actually that far off being able to use them for Shadowbringers, which is what I'm doing, raising a Dark Knight at the moment.
Did you remember to go to your Grand Company and send out your squadron to get you the battle manuals?
No, I didn't.
You should try and make a habit of sending your squadron to get you the manual that you currently think you need most.
Yeah.
Because the menus they can get are 15% EXP buffs.
Alright. That would be
for
very
battle,
helpful.
I think for crafting it's 20, and for gathering I would have to check. But they're
Alright.
really powerful, which is why you can only get 10 a week.
That would make sense.
And for me, I just do the roulettes. The roulettes give enough experience that honestly it levels at a pretty decent pace.
I use the roulettes currently for my DPS classes because sending DPS in random dungeons is a nightmare.
Well, it's a nightmare unless you have other tanks and healers to go with.
Yeah, and that's the problem. Most people are busy with other things. So I just do my leveling while I do the other things.
Yeah, I've been doing the main scenario roulette quite a lot recently, and I have been stuck with the Praetorium like 3 times in a row now. I've gotten to the point where I'm making fun of the sort of voice acting in the scenes because you cannot skip them, and my god.
Honestly, whenever I go to MSQ roulette, I usually just tab out to YouTube or Discord or something during these cutscenes. Because the EXP and especially the tombstone payout is immense.
Yes, that's the only reason I do it.
Yeah, same, because I use the tombstones to handle the level 50 to 60 gap for every class that still needs to walk that journey, which is quite a lot of them.
Agreed. Okay, so people in Evil East have very weird fashion sense. So Kytes, being a young kid, seems to have a weird
vest.
Yeah, a weird belt thing going on here. I'm not sure what this is. I assume it's a belt.
It's a desert. What more do you want?
True. Got to keep cool.
You know what? Let's mention this further.
Okay, so I'm not sure what this kid looks like after this part. Being careful with my wording here. I'm just gonna guess. I mean, it really doesn't matter. You're not going to see this model for more than a few seconds at most. I really should learn to, like, you know, not
That's
put
fine.
so much effort.
It just looks like a buckle. That's all.
Honestly, it's alright that you worry that much, because that shows also that you care. Even about one-off show characters that show up for like 2 seconds.
These nutshells would be made a lot quicker if I didn't sort of, you know, put so much faith into it, put so much stock into how they look.
Honestly, it's a good thing that you do, because it just, you know, it's good that you do it, though.
Yeah.
It means you're not lazy about it, which, you know.
The people of Evil East have weird fashion choices. That's putting it lightly. Yeah, this isn't even the weirdest outfit in the game.
Weird. And they're in a desert city. It makes sense. I mean, this is pretty much how Aladdin dresses, so.
Yeah.
Basically.
It's probably where they got the inspiration from.
It draws a lot of inspiration from Star Wars, which I make a lot of jokes about.
Which one?
Mainly the first one. What's it called? New Hope.
Oh. Oh, you mean the fourth one?
Yes.
Oh, right. Star Wars had that whole mess.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, prequels, sequels. It's a mess.
And then actual sequels.
Yeah. Okay, I didn't want to do that. There we go. Okay, so far so good. People in the chat, do you actually know who this character is?
Honestly, I have barely played 12, so I don't.
I know who 12 is only because he's one of the first characters you meet. So that is probably the only reason why I recognize who he is.
That is more than reasonable. Okay.
The furthest I've actually gotten in 12 is meeting Fran and Vossler, and that's kind of it. Getting stuck in the prison, and then that's pretty much where I left off.
I think I was a bit further, but 12 is one of those games where I just didn't really get into it much.
So, my main problem was that it tried to be an MMO when it shouldn't have been. It took a lot of the MMO stuff without being an MMO.
Oh yeah, with that battle system.
It was trying to copy. I think it was trying to copy like 11 or something. I'm just glad that they fixed it when they got to 14, because if 14 was not the way it is now, I would never play it. And honestly, I have no idea what I would do with my life if I didn't have 14, because 14 has been such a big part of my life these past few years. It's weird.
Yeah, 14 is really good. I wasn't too sure on it at first, but I've been fully sucked in.
I had the thing with 14 that I was aware of it for a long time, but not having a shop at that point, I was like, I do not have the money to spend on a subscription MMO without a shop. And then I got a shop, and one of the earliest things I did was, okay, give me 14.
Yeah, that was my sort of thing as well. I wasn't sure on spending money on a game monthly.
It's also really neat that you think about the shading too, because a lot of people wouldn't just do the shading.
Yeah, but I'm also lazy because whenever models face left or right, the shading is always like facing the same way. Doesn't really matter.
Yeah, but it looks accurate though. It looks accurate, which the point.
Okay, so that's Kytes done. That's quite quick, which is good. Let me save it before I forget. Final Fantasy 12 Kytes. Because he's supposed to be a kid. This is how I very lazily make it obvious a character is a child. I just.
He's so short.
Well,
that might be a bit excessive. Hang on. About there. That looks a bit better.
he's just as short as a potato.
Of course.
Yeah, Kytes doesn't have that much backstory in 12. He has a lot more story in Revenant Wings. That is true.
I actually played Revenant Wings years ago.
It's a lot better than 12.
What is Revenant Wings again? What is Revenant Wings
It was the strategy, active time strategy game in the 12 universe.
Yes.
You had these gates on the ground with some monsters to fight with you, or better for you, since the humans without the monsters couldn't do shit.
That is about the long and short of it, yes.
So pretty much 13 too then.
Yeah.
But more looking like Age of Empires and less looking like, hey, let's have a Pokemon ripoff as a third party member.
Mm.
It was at least a good direction that they went in for 13 or for 13 too.
I love 13 too.
It was literally everything that 13 wasn't, which just made me laugh so
honestly
hard.
One of the biggest things I was happy about when playing 13.2 was that they finally realized that killing off the controlled character equals death was the stupidest thing they ever did.
Mm.
That's true.
Like, the thing is, 13.1 isn't the only game that does it. Persona and Persona games do it constantly, but to be fair, Persona games also give you 10 million tools to protect your main character.
That is true.
Like in the original Persona 4, every new party member, like, you increase the social link once and they get a skill to jump in front of any lethal damage you would take.
Unfortunately, I've never played any of the Persona games. I really want to, though, but I feel like I'm way too late to get into it.
Actually, too late doesn't really exist.
Alright,
to be fair, the bigger quote-unquote problem would be that each of these games is about 80 to 100 hours long.
Yeah. That is one thing I do not have these days, is time.
Too late isn't really a concept anymore. It used to be with television and movies. It used to be, but in this day and age where you can literally find anything everywhere, it's very hard to find something that's actually like too late unless you're looking at like the fandom.
Hmm. First time being here for one of your live streams. Happy to be here too. Hello, Rusty. Welcome to a Rabtoon stream.
So I have actually played Knights of the Old Republic. I finished the first one. Never quite played the second one. Mass Effect I started. Never was able to get through because it was on my ex's Xbox. So, but yeah, Knights of the Old Republic is actually pretty fun. I'm not gonna lie. Of course, I'm also a major Star Wars fan, so it's kind of hard not to be a fan of it.
Yeah. There's one on GameCube I quite liked. I never quite got far into it though. I can't remember what it was called. It was a lightsaber gameplay. It was very fun. Just can't remember what it's called at the moment. Okay, so those of you just tuning in, these are Bhujerban Citizens. So Bhujerba is a city you go to in 12. I'm going to need about 3 of these, so I'm going to try and scour these blurry screenshots to make out whoever I can. So I'm just going for this woman here, as she's got a very easy to draw dress.
I forgot which town it was, but there was one town where you just run around and yell in the crowd. Which was a really annoying gameplay gimmick.
Oh,
God, I was stuck
that's when you go around shouting, I'm Captain Bosch. Sorry. Don't listen to Ondor's lies.
Yes.
Yes, that is this city, actually.
Yeah, I was on mute for a little while, mainly because I forgot I had something in the oven and I destroyed what I cooked.
Ah, big move.
Yeah, I had to do a big cleanup. There was blood and oil everywhere. You know, just an average day at the butchery.
Somebody mentioned Lego Star Wars in the chat. Speaking of, did anybody see the teaser for the new Lego Star Wars game?
Nope.
Haven't called it yet.
Apparently, they're doing all 9 movies all in one game, and they're basically rebooting it all.
But the
Wow.
ninth movie hasn't come out yet.
Hmm?
The ninth movie hasn't came out yet.
By the time that this game comes out, the movie will have already come out for months, probably.
Yeah.
Calm down, Cole. Calm down. Your excitement is overwhelming the chat.
Oh yes. Oh yes. You could feel the enthusiasm of me knowing that Disney is having fun with Star Wars.
For me, whenever...
Boy!
Oh my god.
Oh god.
Mickey Mouse has entered the chat.
Nah,
Somebody
the Rat
kill the
King
rodent.
ate me. Kill the
Somebody
Rat
kill the
King!
rodent.
Nej, vi tar inte game me, that's just for gameplay, can you?
Kill the Rat King!
Oh god. What if we become...
We became puppets to the mouse.
I don't know who's a
Now we
puppet
just
to the
got-
mouse.
We are puppets to the mouse. We now have to eat garbage out of the freaking amusement parks just to get by.
Speaking of Disney World, Disney World garbage. When I was last there, I bought these white chocolate pretzels, and normally I really like pretzels.
Those are really
and
good.
Really,
Don't you be dissing on white chocolate, boy.
Wait, they're chocolate pretzels.
you liked them? I really didn't like them. I thought they tasted horrible.
I usually
never
don't like
had
white
any.
chocolate, but they're not
White-
bad.
White chocolate actually goes fantastic with caramel. It actually complements the flavor. So
Yeah.
if you ever have a white chocolate type of candy, make sure it's like a white chocolate Twix, because it's phenomenal actually. The flavor of the shortbread cookie combined with the white chocolate and the caramel, it's actually really good.
Yeah, maybe they should add something else to it, because as it is, it's very bland.
Be right back. I gotta go check the oven.
Yeah, so you best run along. Hello, my English friend. Hello, Red. Tally ho, pip hip, and all that shite.
I need to find a time to actually go back to Europe. Just need the money for it.
Yeah, going to the States from Europe is very expensive, and I imagine vice versa is also expensive.
It's a little bit. Not as expensive as it used to be, but
Yeah, our economy over here is being tanked by continued stupid decisions our government makes.
honestly, I've just considered becoming a flight attendant.
You totally should.
I know. I'd be able to see so many different places, mostly in America, but hey, I can handle seeing a lot more of America. Just not that much more of America, you know?
I've never been in Europe.
Definitely gonna stay out of DC. What?
Sorry, someone from chat saying they've never been to Europe.
I was about to say
We're in Europe.
I'm sorry. You said you've never been to Europe.
I'm in Europe.
I was about ready to say, you do understand where you live, do you not?
Well, my geography is very bad, but it's not that bad. Okay, so that's one random NPC from Bhujerba. So we'll name this lovely lady Bhujerba NPC 1.
Looks good.
Yeah, it came out better than I thought, considering I've only got this really blurry screenshot to go from.
Right.
Yeah, sometimes getting good screenshots is really annoying.
Maybe put a blonde highlight in there? I don't know.
Blonde highlight, you say?
Like, if we wouldn't be talking about FF12, it's just a big game in itself. We could just go and hunt for screenshots, but I don't have a
Which-
completed 12 save on my computer to do that.
How
Actually,
much
looks a lot better.
memory do you have on your computer, Reb?
Me, 465 gigabyte total, but actually not that much remaining.
When I got my computer, I got a 2 terabyte HDD and a smaller SSD for certain games, 14 included.
That's pretty beefy.
Oh my. That's
Oh
a lot of red.
my!
That was a lot of red.
You need an external hard drive, man.
Yeah.
That's because I don't delete any of the source files for my animation, so
Yeah,
I've
that's
kept
why I say
literally
you need an
everything.
external hard drive.
Yeah.
And honestly, probably a good idea would probably just be putting all of your old stuff onto that external hard drive. Don't put everything, just put the stuff that you don't really use anymore or that you might think about using later. Just put them on the external hard drive and then just save that hard drive for another time.
That would probably be a very smart idea.
And the other thing is, if you ever realize, oh, I need it, just plug in the hard drive and you can access it.
That is true. Alright, let's see. I'm not going to need... Actually, I think I can probably be lazy and get away with just reusing some of the RAB-Live Citizens for Bhujerba. Maybe cut some time down. Because I'm going to need 3 of these guys, and... yeah, I don't think people are going to pay much attention to the fact that I reuse NPC models, so...
Maybe with the hat, maybe?
Who, this guy here? Yeah, I think I'll make him just for shits and giggles.
More than likely, he's another. He pretty much has Kytes' outfit, except different colors.
That is true. But I think I've
And he just has that.
yeah, maybe I could. No, I couldn't do that in good faith. I was just gonna copy and paste his body and give him a different head.
I wasn't saying copy it. I was saying more, just use Kytes as a template.
The price of being an animator, nearly full hard drive. Yeah. Raz, hate to brag, but seen Josh Scorcher. That name rings a bell, but I'm gonna say no.
Maybe it rings a bell on the fiery Shoka.
Okay, so he's got a little itty bitty waistcoat. I hope Cole hasn't burnt his food again. Yeah, I'm not really sure what that is connecting his coat, so that's just a rough guesstimate.
It's a waist wrap mostly.
Yeah. Hello, Rafa XV1 16. He has a sash very similar to Kytes, like you said.
Ooh, 4 hours till my next double. I am ready for some coffee.
Coffee.
I could definitely use some. I'm gonna be at work until 3 p.m. tomorrow.
Oof.
I actually don't drink coffee, but I go to bed relatively early and to compensate.
Don't drink coffee?
Nope.
Wow.
Some people drink tea, some people drink energy drinks, some people drink, lots of different things.
But on the other hand, I think my family is just surprised every time how I can just wake up whenever the flip I want and be ready in like 2 minutes.
I definitely envy
It does
that.
that sounds nice. I wish I could do that.
Yeah, when I wake up in the morning, I have an alarm, and I snooze it about 10 times before I actually wake up.
Yeah,
God, same.
when I wake up in the morning, I have my alarm and I just am awake.
You are so lucky.
But it has drawbacks. If I wake up in the middle of the night and I think, it's early enough, it's late enough, I just stay awake, even though I could sleep for another few hours, but I'm like, nah, why would I? It's the weekend.
No, I can't do that. If I know I can sleep longer, I will definitely sleep longer. Even if it's just like 5 minutes.
I don't like sleeping longer, I just end up doing it.
I just have a very comfy bed, that's the problem.
Ah.
Hello, Goblin. You are not too late this time. Welcome. I know you've been trying to get into one of these streams for quite a while, and I've always been sort of wrapping up just as you arrive. Cool, that was fairly quick. So this is just another random NPC from Bhujerba.
Yeah, I read he is dressed like Vaughn, but that's, I think Square's viewpoint on that is probably just,
Meh.
well, I mean, they all live in the same place. There can't be that many different outstanding fashion choices.
True.
Which, I mean, true enough. True enough.
Yep.
That's when laziness pays off. If you're in a specific universe and you know that a lot of people probably wear the same thing, I mean, makes sense.
Works for Square, works for people of Evilis. Okay, so what I've done there is I haven't drawn a line long enough, so I'm just rectifying that now. There we go. Do FFXII, please. It has more views than other Final Fantasies. We will get there eventually. Don't rush me.
We will get to all of them eventually.
Yeah.
Well, eventually.
A big asterisk apostrophe above eventually. I mean, just to warn you guys, Final Fantasy XII in a nutshell will probably be the longest one yet until we get to Final Fantasy XIV, and boy, are you in for a surprise.
Final Fantasy 13 is just a straight hallway.
Yep, that's the nutshell. The end.
Pretty much.
Oh,
Pretty much,
boy.
but don't do that again, because...
No.
No. 13, we need to give an actual nutshell.
Yeah.
And But the good thing is we kinda can with 13. Oh,
Actually, you
God.
could start it off with the joke. You can start it off with end of nutshell, and then
Someone
record
cutting
rip,
through the
then
black
a
screen
record,
being like, what is this mess? No!
then a record skip, and just hit. Gotcha.
As tempting as that is, I'm not sure people will stick around long enough to, you know.
You don't have to make it long. Like a second or two, just on the end
They'll see
screen.
the.
Also, they see the video length.
Yeah.
Oh, god damn it, I got cast from. I want a Praetorium that gives more EXP.
I've done Praetorium so much I could probably recite the dialogue off by heart.
Yeah, I'm just leveling my Mechanist right now through leveling roulette since it's in the range 50 to 60. Did somebody really leave? That's because they didn't get Praetorium. Wow. Yeah, one of
They
the
didn't get
healers left.
Praetorium.
Yes.
That happens all the time. Because a lot of people like that it's shorter, even though it gives a less of an experience boost. Personally, I don't mind either way.
Honestly, no, yeah, that is the it was a healer, so I get it, because healers get in dungeons a lot easier still. So I get it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Okay.
Peter Campy. Chapter 13 was just a bunch of hallways, and honestly, it can go suck something massive.
Also, auto battle is too OP and makes the game boring.
Auto battle in 15?
No, in 13.
Oh, yeah.
It is too smart, and that's the good thing and the bad thing at the same time.
It depends. If you haven't leveled up your characters, yo, but it's crap.
I will be completely honest, because I hate grinding in 13, because the battles are boring in 13 against normal enemies. I used Cheat Engine to get myself enough CP to go to whatever the current max is, because the game limits you on whatever your current max is. And I was like, yo.
It limits you until you start upgrading your weapons.
No, I did not mean weapon. I meant specifically the Crystarium.
Oh, I know.
Weapon is a whole different story that I...
yeah, weapons are painful.
Weapons are stupid. In 13.
Yeah, they take about the same amount of grinding time as 14 endgame weapons.
Which honestly... Actually, no. I would say... It's more trying to make a Eureka weapon or another of that kind of weapon, because in 14 endgame weapons is not grinding, it's knowing the fight and having a few weeks because of limitations by the game. But actual time you spend getting the weapon is a smaller problem in itself. It's more getting to the point that you can farm it, that's the bigger issue. Because, you need to reach the end of the raid tier in order to get it.
Right.
Okay, so this is Judge Geese. Speaking of 14, he actually does look quite similar to Gaius Van Balsar.
Oh god. Yeah, but Gaius has at least the sweet golden armor.
He also has a really good English voice actor prior to the whole shifting around of voice actors. In my opinion, anyway.
Rab, where are you in 14 at least?
So the most recent quest is go set. Without spoiling it, basically, go Setsu and Yotsuyu, but not after.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
It's
the third primal fight of the Stormblood
Stormblood?
expansion.
Yeah.
Oh, I honestly love that fight. But my favorite primal in Stormblood is one of the Four Lords.
Well,
Because
they're
it was...
technically not primals. They're
Yeah,
just the Four
sorry,
Lords.
my
but
favorite twice. I tend to shove them into the same category on accident a lot because about 50% or 70% of the tries are just primals.
Yeah, honestly, they do a really bad job of explaining different ones.
Though
Like,
you
like
first.
technically how the Warring Triad are technically icons and not primals, and then we have the Four Lords that are not primals, but they're the Four Lords, and it's complicated.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But yeah, my favorite. Well, have you done the Four Lords side quest yet?
No, but I think I've unlocked the side quest that leads to them. I think because what's his name? Soraban said something about like a really fruitful business adventure.
Yeah, that is the
Yeah.
thing. That is
Yeah,
the
that's
Four
the Four
Lords
Lords.
quest.
Ah, cool. So I'm very close to it then.
I think you can already start it since general rule of thumb, if you finish the quest that's named after the expansion, a lot of stuff is just open because all the side quest lines start from that point.
Yes.
And I mean all of them, the Lion's Weight, the normal weight, and anything else they come up with.
So someone in chat just a second ago actually said they can hear a German, an Irish person, and an English person, and I'm interested to know who he thinks is the Irish one.
So, an Irishman, a German, and an American walk into a bar.
Oh God. Oh, not one of those jokes.
Nah, I got nothing.
Yeah, I figured.
Let me just get some whiskey to brighten up my mood.
Oh God. Oh, never mind. We found the Irishman.
Boy, I'm an American. We drink our whiskey.
Uh,
What do Irish people drink?
I don't know what Americans you're talking about. I don't know.
Americans drink bourbon, whiskey, and good old-fashioned sweet Southern iced tea.
Wow, then I must be not an American in any way, shape, or form. I drink iced tea only if it's like the only thing available, and I just don't drink at all.
Okay,
In terms of alcohol. No, I don't. No, I don't drink. I don't usually drink tea in general, even if it is sweet. Sweet tea is the only kind. And out of all the teas, mostly sweet tea is probably the only one I'll probably drink, and that's if it's the only thing that's available. I'm more of a soda drinker and a coffee drinker.
Hey, man. Man, this is a complicated helmet to draw. I wonder if I could be lazy and reuse this for Gaius. Would people notice?
But for guys, we definitely have to make that gold later.
Yeah, that playing Praetorium so many times the past few weeks, I've actually wondered what is actually up with Gaius's gold-plated form, because as far as I know, Guardians can't use magic, so what is that?
Honestly, I would just say it's maybe just a superpowered. They can enhance their armor. So I just say it's he pressed the button and he has enhanced armor, at least in what he thinks enhanced, even if the game doesn't say it. That's just my idea.
Maybe you're super tuned.
Yeah, because I have
Hyper-tuned, whatever it's
no
called.
other way of explaining that sun gold armor. Because I don't think Galleons can use glamour if they even know what it is.
No. Well,
Because otherwise I would have said this is just a glamour plate, bro.
We'll probably start being able to wear actual Garlean armor whenever the next expansion drops.
I would love to
Oh,
have Guardian armor.
Then I definitely want Gaius's armor be part of something, and be it Savage Raids.
I mean, it's just
I
pretty
don't lock
much
it behind
obvious
Savage. I
where
can't do
the-
Savage.
Where the next expansion is heading. It's pretty obvious. We're probably going directly to Garlemald next expansion.
To be fair, I thought we would go to Garlemald this expansion, as someone who hasn't
nah.
watched trailers.
Considering the way
Then-
that they worked the first, I knew that we weren't going to be able to go to Garlemald. I was just like,
Well, to be also fair, that was my thoughts. Like when the main quest line was just after the burn, I did the rest of the Stormblood quests when I came back.
I will admit though, I was very surprised how the end of the expansion went.
Yep.
Because it definitely went a lot further into the lore than I ever thought it would, actually. I thought it was mostly just going to be, oh, we're going to the first. Okay, so that's it. That's all we're going to do. And then suddenly, Dungeon 69 ends, and you're like,
Keck.
oh my god. It was very different. I was not expecting it, and I was very surprised, and I was very pleased.
Oh, speaking of
yes,
funny
it
things
was
that
very pleasing
happened
to
by
69.
playing.
But let's not talk too much about that, because Rab hasn't reached that
No,
point yet.
I
Yes.
don't mean in general. Oh wait, I forgot the burn was after where he is. Okay, I will shut my mouth about the thing I was about to say.
The burn is... I mean,
It's
technically
not the-
the burn has been around for a while. And
The
it's
burn
like-
isn't the problem, it's the thing that happens shortly before it that is. And I don't
right,
want
yeah.
to take the surprise from Rab, so I'm not saying what it is.
Yeah, good idea.
But, so that you understand, I forgot that thing exists, and then a later quest happened and I was like, wait, what? Oh shit, I forgot that exists.
Yeah.
Quick question, what is it with escorting NPCs that attack things and then have to walk back to their designated path from when they started engaging things? It...
Because
Understand?
they have their own territories. Which is, pretty accurate for any actual, territorial species. It actually makes sense.
No, that's not what I mean. Like, in Castrum, you have that part where you escort Sid. And he likes to engage in enemies, but once he's done, he walks back to where he started engaging to enemies.
Oh, right.
I mean
Yeah.
that.
I hate Sid.
You hate Sid?
14 Sid.
Oh.
I just think he's a very dull character, and it's mainly because I've had to play Praetorium so many times, and I really hate the one piece of voice acting he's given.
You mean Nero?
No, Sid has... I think Sid has voice acting in the Praetorium.
Yeah, because he's like, and don't even think about dying. You're too bloody useful. Like that. Even that was way
Yeah, that's
more.
true.
Even that was way more like
Yeah.
sort of
Yeah.
liveliness
I
than
will
he gave the
admit,
line.
They didn't do a great job with it. It was very obvious where they had their focus on, and honestly, it's fine. Especially since they are definitely paying it forward now. Because all of these voice actors have gotten so good. I actually found myself almost tearing up a couple times during the Shadowbringers quest, just because of how emotional and how these voice actors did their job is so good.
One thing that I still don't get, and which is now annoying me a little, is how they are, and I will talk specifically about main story cutscenes, how there are some that are voiced and others that are not, because the auto advance text just advances on all real cutscenes, so I keep to have to switch between on and off, just because not every main story cutscene is voiced.
I guess it's a budget issue. I mean, if they voiced every single line in the main quest, it would amount to so much lines you would have to pay to record, and then on top of
Oh,
that, you'd have to
definitely.
translate
To be
it 4
honest-
It also
times.
kind of takes out the immersion whenever they have to say your name, but
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I forgot. We have no token name.
yeah. Unless we're actually called the Warrior of Light and the Warrior of Darkness, and that's really the only way they get out of it.
Honestly, Persona has a similar problem and gets out of it in different ways. In 4, they just do refer to you as this guy, my butt, or whatever else fits the scene. In 5, they just call you Shoka and be done with it. Because code names.
Well, that came out a
Doesn't look
little-
bad.
Sid, can you kill these things faster, please?
No, I can't.
Oh!
You're
It's always
too-
funny watching Sid literally go past the area that you're fighting in and just go straight through the wall.
Wait, that happened?
So it's technically like a glitch almost. If you do things not in the correct order, Sid will literally go towards the area he's supposed to go to, and then he'll just bypass everything and just go straight for the exit. And he goes through the wall and it glitches out.
Wow.
And then he comes back to actually do his job. It's actually really funny. I've seen it happen, I think, at least 4 times.
Oh god, I heard of something like yesterday. I was leveling my warrior to level 50.
How is
Eh.
Warrior with the new expansion?
I can't say how he is in late game because again, mine is at level 50. But there's one
Right.
thing I absolutely adore that they did with all the tanks, and that's remove the second stance.
Mm,
And be like, okay, let's ignore all the stat benefits. You use the stance when you're actively main tanking, and you don't use it when you're not. Or
It
like, you
is
turn
very
it off
nice.
or like that. I love that change so much because it made it so much easier for me to actually tank. Because it's
Mhm.
like, yeah, the stance is on. Now I can do everything I want in the dungeon and don't have to care at all.
yeah.
I get told off for that so many times. People are like, excuse me, grit? Oh shit, yeah, sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, it's something that you have to get used to as a tank, really.
It's
And
kind of like how white mages before Shadowbringers had to get used to, or the healers in general, to press protect when the dungeon starts.
I used to use that actually as my reminder to put on my tank stance if I had just changed the new job.
Yeah, makes sense. I have my buffs and with it my stance really close to the middle of the screen, so I can just see, oh, I'm not in stance, let me fix that.
If you two look at the stream a second, you know when you order something online and it looks really good and then it turns up?
Honestly, it's actually really not bad.
Yeah.
I mean, it kind of looks like he's a bit of a clay monster, but honestly, it's, it actually works. It's fine,
Hmm.
as far as I can see. Just need the shading, and then you'll actually be able to see, like, oh, so it's not just a patchwork quilt we're working on.
Yeah.
And I think you also need to keep in mind with, depth perception as well.
Yeah.
Like, that's one extra thing I do excel with regarding to armor designs. If I have the time, I'll do the designs of Gabareth and moves that he has. Would you like me to do that?
Oh, yeah, at this point already.
Oh, you mean Gabramp's armor? That would actually be very helpful.
I'm sorry, do you mean Gaius Van Belsar's armor?
You know, the guy who atones himself at the end, but it was all pointless.
Yeah, Ghis.
Yeah.
No, I know who you mean.
Clearly, the guy cut off at the very end. You think that's going to atone you for all your horrible deeds, you jerk?
A lot of characters think, hey, I did this one good thing. Please forgive for the bad shit I did, please.
No! One good deed is not enough for a lifetime of evil. But it's a start. No, it isn't! He caused a genocide of multiple races! He cannot be atoned for murdering 5 different races!
Oh my god, Cole. Calm
To be
down.
fair,
Such passion.
To be fair, getting this angry is not uncommon. I have that with other things. When I get so shouty, and people say when I get so shouty and angry, my German accent shows even more.
Really? Really? Some people said I said, oh, I can't do that type of joke here.
Okay.
I wouldn't usually go with my usual risque jokes, but don't want you to get demonetized. Wait. Get you in trouble.
Yeah.
Honestly, the monetization on YouTube is a bit annoying anyway, from what I hear.
Yeah, there's so many rules you have to stick to.
Which is why I stick with BitChute regarding to my new upload stuff. I'm transferring all my stuff onto there because user-created content should be first and foremost for any type of media sharing platform.
Yeah, YouTube doesn't think like that, though.
Not anymore.
No.
Yeah, YouTube just wants its money from the advertisers, and the advertisers are a bit too...
The problem is the advertisers. They lost a lot of advertisers due to their own blatant stupidity, and they're blaming the content creators as opposed to themselves. And the president of the company, well, she's as useful as a human appendix.
Yeah, I'm not really deep in the business side of YouTube. I just hear some things.
Yeah, I'm starting to have to get more involved in that.
Yeah, it's not pleasant business to get involved in.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I just take my job as a programmer and deal with that. That's good enough for me.
Okay, I don't normally do this for models. What I'm doing at the moment is adding shine, just to make this look a little less crap.
It's kinda funny and sad how some bosses in those level 50 dungeons can only survive because their mechanics protect them.
Oh yeah. Oh, please tell me that you're going to put in the world's worst boss fight into the end of that.
Wait,
You know the one.
there are so many bad boss fights in those 2 dungeons.
The one boss fight that literally takes an entire 4 hours to beat.
Oh, we mean 12. Sorry, my head was in 14. Oh, yeah. That fight.
Yazamat.
Yeah. I heard stories about it in 12, since I never faced it in 12. Oh, dear God. Whoever decided to have this thing cast reverse on you is a sadist or masochist. Take your pick.
Oh, no. How I would do it is like, okay, 20 hours in, we're finally about to kill him. Don screws up. Whoops, I used Cure wrong. Heals Yazamat and basically heals her for a full health.
You know, when you said that 20 hours in, I had to think of that South Park World of Warcraft episode.
What do we do now? Well, we play, of course.
Nah, not that way, but more because, you know, Yismet has the craziest HP pool ever seen compared to your party's damage.
I mean, literally, she has miniature bars of health going from one side of your television screen all the way to the other, man. Like, and each of them has like 99.99. Basically, she has over 9 million health.
Yeah, that is
And
ridiculous.
in 12, that is a lot, even adding to the fact that this thing reduces your damage blader.
And there's like 9 phases of her fight.
The good thing is that there's a save point in that arena, which is literally the only way that fight is possible without going insane.
Yeah, that's the only area where you're actually able to do your full heals and come back later. And she'll be at that current level of health. Grant, that's actually at least a decent enough thing. Other than that, she can go to oblivion.
Never attempted it. Really don't want to try.
Yeah, it's 2 hours for basically nothing. It's honest, I think it's one of the, if not the longest super boss in a single player game. Because I know no other game that has a boss fight that takes 2 hours.
Bruh, it's not 2 hours, it's literally 4.
2 hours in the best case, I think.
That's for speedrunners, and they even hate it.
Yeah, but keep that in mind. If speedrunners see 2 hours for this thing, if that number is even accurate, that's saying something. When a single boss is longer than a lot of speedruns. Like not of 12, but in general. Oh, I also have Yismet's HP count. It's 50 million HP.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I opened the wiki page. It's 50 million HP!
We're way past that on 14 now.
Yeah, but here's the thing, on 14 we have the damage to deal with that and are like 8 competent people. In 12 you don't have that damage and are like 3 people where they are only
Since when are
competent.
all 8 people in a trial competent?
Well, I'm going off farm parties and trials, not random public groups.
You know what?
Even
We
then.
should bring Matt back in Final Fantasy 15.
14.
14, whatever.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, when I did... Wait, you did Lighthouse by now?
I haven't done Lighthouse yet. I assume Yzmat's in that.
Oh yeah, yes. Boy, yes. You need to do Lighthouse. Because there's another boss in there which is literally one of the funniest bosses I fought. And you will probably most likely get murdered by it.
Sounds fun.
I'm just ready for the near stuff.
Oh, I heard that that's a thing and I can't wait for that mess.
Mm-hmm.
So what's the big hype behind Nier?
And the original game or the sequel?
Just in general.
And
So Yoko Taro is a fantastic story writer, but he's always had really shit developing companies. So he got Square Enix to back him for his sequel, Nier Automata, and it just kind of blew up. Like,
because robotic waifus, that's why.
And because Platinum Games had a hand in it and they make good games.
Yeah.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Still, robot wives.
That too. I am not
Cole,
denying
not
that aspect.
not everybody focuses on the fact that self-destructing automatically shows off 2B's butt.
Buddy, if it's not Jenny frickin' Wakeman, people would be still getting off the robots.
I mean, they still are. 2B's still technically a robot.
They don't know their place. Trash. Freaking robots. Care about no robots. They got no soul.
To be fair, features to remove clothing through damage is something I hated in Neptunia U and turned off immediately when I could.
Wait,
Yeah.
what was?
Oh yeah, in the Neptunia U game, that is a feature, and it's annoying as flip. Oh god. Luckily, you can turn it off by, I think, using a character 10 times, and you get the version of the costume that never breaks.
So essentially, you have to repair your outfit to not take extra damage.
No, it's less repairing it, it's more a side effect of getting too much damage in a mission. And I think it does something to your special meters when it happens. But it's just a feature I hated. Especially since the character always pick a swarm, and that is actually looking like and she's actually looking like an 8-year-old, so do not need that feature. Even if the close-ups look damaged and nobody's actually naked. Do not need that.
Well,
Big oof.
good thing. Well, sorry, son, but the FBI is knocking on your door.
Why do you think I turned that feature off the moment the game let me? I do not need that.
True enough.
Well, unfortunately, at least you're not getting the PlayStation version or the Sony version anytime soon because they like to censor that crap. Stick with Nintendo.
I think Neptunia U wasn't actually censored because, again, the close-up does look damaged, so nobody's actually kind of naked in that.
Yeah, you know what I'm getting at, right?
I know, and I don't get why they are so strange about it when.
Yeah, that's mainly because Sony sent their new headquarters into Silicon Valley, aka California, aka the people who try to tell people they can't get off to robots or hentai.
Honestly, honestly, the weirder thing is that from what I have seen screenshot-wise, a lot of the censoring is affected even on stuff that would be beach level, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, again,
Nah.
people in Silicon Valley is trying to tell people that tell the American people as well as other people that how dare you get turned on by an attractive-looking character, but meanwhile exploit male characters and perfectly fine.
You know, that's another thing I never actually got. Ooh, here's a hot man in like boxer shorts or however you call the shorts you wear on the beach, and
Briefs.
yeah, here's a hot-looking man in briefs. Look at him, he's gorgeous. Oh, a woman in a swimsuit that actually covers her breasts. Exactly. Exactly. And I don't get that for multiple reasons. One of them being actually gender equality things, because if people actually want gender equality, that should not happen if they are as respectfully covered as you are in real life.
You're forgetting one major thing, dude. It's only fair if I win.
Oh yeah, right. Right, I forgot, because that's how these people think, even though that's absolutely stupid.
Oh yes.
Like, I won't go much into those debates, but gender equality is both ways, and a lot of people keep forgetting that.
Remember, guys, it's only fair if I win. If you don't agree with me, I'll reveal your information, and so I could get people to follow you where you work.
Oh god.
I'll hack your account. Kid. You still need your mom's dad permission to go on Club Penguin. What's Club Penguin? Exactly.
Oh god. Like,
Club Penguin memes.
if I could have one wish that isn't the cliche, hey, let's end all wars thing, it would be to make gender equality actually equal. Like, make it actually a thing.
People can make it a thing, they just choose not to because a lot of people are
Yeah.
misogynists.
Yeah.
It's not just misogyny. It's misandry as well. Man hating.
To be fair, there are some things that are different of the genders.
There's a
but
lot
that-
less man. Trust me, Cole. There's a lot less man hating than woman hating, unfortunately.
Yeah, certainly.
And from what I've seen and experienced,
Like,
this is one of those type of things that it's best not to discuss about on.
yeah, let's
Yeah.
stop that
Let's
and
put a
talk
pin in
about
that one.
something else.
Yes, please.
Yeah, that's why I had to dodge the bullet for that one.
Yeah. To
Well,
get back to something in 14, you know how they added the trust feature in Shadowbringers? When I heard about it, I kind of wish they would have added it for some older dungeons. But then I realized that an 8-man party of 7 NPCs would not go well.
That would be terrible.
Like, I thought, why isn't this a thing for Praetorium and Castrum, given that those are the 2 dungeons with the longest wait time in the entire game?
Oof.
I mean, when I did it, I had to wait an hour to get into Praetorium.
Oh, that sucks.
I played a Black Mage, DPS waits forever, but it took an hour to get into Praetorium.
I miss my instant tank queues.
To be fair,
It looks good.
I had the advantage of still having gatherers to level, so I was like, I'm waiting. Okay, give me my gatherer, give me my golf clubs, give me my pickaxe, not my golf clubs, give me my pickaxe. I'm gonna level them real quick.
Okay, so I've finished Judge Geese. That took quite a while. Basically, the helmet was very difficult to do. As you can see, I sort of did the bare minimum for his outfit, but yeah, I'm pretty pleased with how this has come
It
out.
looks good for the bare minimum.
I'll do the major touch-ups if you send it to me, mate.
Yeah, if
I
you
can make the time.
if you don't mind, and if you have the time, sure. And if you're offering to do Gabranth as well, that'd be great because I think a lot of people will want his to be really accurate looking.
Yeah. There's an advantage to using the pencil tool over the brush tool.
Yeah. Okay, so next on the agenda is Vossler. This one will be a lot easier because he shares a body with a model I already have made. In fact, if I play my cards right, this could be done in 10 minutes.
Oh shoot! I actually
Oh, Rab, did you happen to draw a girl wearing a Moolah out?
I
The
Did I?
chat seems to have mentioned this.
I got my meeting today.
Hello, Gemini.
That I disembarked. Also, thanks for having me again, Rab. Again, I'll do the armors that you need me to do, and I'll send it right to you by when's the due date?
So at the rate I'm going, I'm probably going to have this done mid-August.
I'll try to get you at the middle of August then.
That should be okay.
Alright. Cheerio.
Nice to have you. See ya. Aha, perfect. So these little chibi models come from a game called Final Fantasy Pictologica. They're very useful for making models.
Final Fantasy Pictologica?
Yes. It's a game that never came out in English-speaking
Anywhere
countries.
else but Japan.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I never heard of that.
Yeah.
So it's useful for using as a reference.
Basically, it's the same thing as like World of Fantasy.
Ah.
Yeah. Same sort of style. I think it's a Picross game.
Oh, okay. That's why I've never heard of it. Oh,
Hey,
God damn it.
Gemini, I think Jesus is talking about the Gemini Man Will Smith movie.
How are you doing? Just a pancake, sir.
When I heard Gemini, I was thinking of Mega Man Star Force for some reason.
What the flip is up? Just a pancake here.
The #1 channel for making animations.
The #1 channel for Final Fantasy XIV opinions and theories. Today's theory: was Ghis really a cat?
God. When I started 14, one thing I immediately celebrated is the fact that you just can't switch classes just with a press of a button. Because nobody would make that many alternate characters to have access to all classes, given that, you know, main story length. Wait, why did I port back? I thought I quests to do.
Darkness. Fun fact, before I even ever made that Just a Pancake video, I did actually use that same text-to-speech voice software in Final Fantasy I in a nutshell. So when they meet Bahamut,
Oh, right.
I didn't have a voice actor for him, and I didn't really like any of the lines. I didn't like any of the takes I was doing, so I thought, you know what, I'll just use this text-to-speech software, deepen it a little bit.
Well.
Yeah, it did. And I'm not sure anyone's ever actually noticed until I just said it now.
I honestly didn't think about it being text-to-speech, but it has that sound when you think about it.
Yeah.
Oh god, speaking of Bahamut, I remembered a very interesting weird fun fact that exists.
Yeah.
Have you guys played Kingdom Hearts 3?
Of course.
Yes.
Because if naming is to be believed with strength, Donut has cast the most powerful flare to ever exist.
Yeah, even more powerful than Bahamut at the beginning of A Realm Reborn.
It's crazy.
And I'm
Zeta
not
Flare.
joking. Donut has fucking set up flare.
Yeah, but what's even funnier though is that Terranort can actually still survive.
To be fair, in that section we don't see him again, but then other stuff happens that I don't even want to get into. Kingdom Hearts 3, as much as I like it, has a lot of things that annoy me about it, and all of them are in endgame. Well, nearly all of them. There are some earlier, but most of them are in endgame.
Sorry, I just want to interrupt a sec. So in the chat, I just saw him for a second there. Joshua Story, he is our Balthier voice actor.
Oh.
There is Joshua Story. He does a spectacular Balthier voice, and I think everyone is going to like it.
Oh, I see another question in chat about the FF7 remake being episodic. Honestly, I hope the episodes come out relatively quickly to each other.
I hope they cancel a remake.
Nah, that remake is going strong. Have you seen the latest trailers? The thing looks awesome, and we only have seen Midgar.
Yeah, but I'm very much of the camp that they shouldn't have remade 7. I didn't really want a remake. I just wanted a new game. It's a very controversial opinion.
That is also a thing. But honestly, I hope this thing plays well when it actually is out.
It looks
That
good.
is the bigger thing.
I won't diminish that.
Yeah, because Square has put themselves in an interesting position with the 7 remake, given that it's a 7 remake. So they put themselves in the interesting position of having to make this thing be good because it's basically one of the most popular games to ever be made.
Yeah, they're destined to lose, I'm afraid. Have you fallen asleep?
No FF game to want a remake of?
What's that?
I'm just reading chat right now. Honestly, less a remake. I want more that a lot of the older games become easy accessible on your consoles again. And I have to check the markets for this if that hasn't already happened. But there are some FF games that are locked to really old consoles or just locked to consoles nobody has right now. Like,
So the first 7 games and 9 are all actually accessible on the App Store on the iPhone.
Yeah.
oh,
So you can play all of them. You know, it's got the PSP versions of 1 and 2.
I was more talking about side games like Tactics Advance and A2, which are stuck on the Game Boy Advance and DS respectively.
Actually, I think Tactics. I think A2 is actually accessible on the Apple Store.
Wait, A2 has a mobile port?
I think so.
If A2 has a
I'm
mobile
probably
port, then there should be a Switch port at some point because God, A2 was great.
I really got to get around to playing Tactics at some point.
Yeah, I need to play the original Tactics at some point as well. I just played A2 because it was what I had. I had access to a lot of DS games, so I played a lot of them.
Okay, so that's Vossler done. Let's see how he compares. So that's him in game. I'd say that's pretty good. Yeah. His body was already made because Gabrant wears the same outfit at the start of the game. So cool. That saved me a lot of time. Okay, so tonight, rather, we have made so far Kytes, Bhujerba NPC 1, Bhujerba NPC, hang on, let me zoom out, 2, Judge Geese, and now Vossler, and finally we are going to make Jote, however you say it, leader of the Viera.
Oh god.
I'm actually hosting a party at my house in LA, so I've got to take off. I just want to drop in and show some love. Take it easy, boys and girls. At Peter Campy, that all depends. Thanks for dropping in, Joshua Story. You are an amazing Balfour, and I'm sure everyone is going to love your performance, because I sure as hell did. And yes, I am cranking through these tonight. I'm actually doing very well for our time. Might have a lot of time to take on requests.
It also helps that 2 of them were NPCs, so they had a lot less effort, which is good.
Yeah, I picture about...
go through them quick.
I imagine there'll probably be like 2 more of these streams to finish off the characters I need. Because I've actually got a good chunk of them done now. So anyway.
You doing them like once a week, or...?
Yeah, I try to do one of these at least once a week. Just to sort of, you know, make sure I've got a video out every so often.
That's a good idea.
I've got a lot of tabs open.
Oh, don't worry, I have a lot of tabs open usually as well.
Someone's pinged me on Discord, but I don't like going into my Discord while on stream because people will see personal stuff. I'll have to check that later.
Could you just use your phone?
Eh.
Could just use your phone.
That is a good idea.
Or you could, I don't know how you have OBS set up, but you could set OBS up or whatever you use to stream to just only record certain windows. That way, even if you were to tap into... Oh wait, never mind, since you also switched to Google, that doesn't work that well. Forget what I said.
I've lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, Jote. No, not 11. She wasn't in 11. You idiot. Okay, so this is Jote. Vieira Elder. I could get away with just modifying Fran's model. We'll see. And I wasn't expecting her to have a Pixelogica sprite. Yeah, I think no. I could get away with this. So what do you guys think of the controversy on no male Vieira in Final Fantasy XIV?
Honestly,
Hot topic
it is
issue.
one of those things where you wonder how that makes sense in universe.
I think that was a weak excuse on their part. Like the whole, it wouldn't make sense in the universe, especially since they're not strictly going by 12's rules.
Yeah, that's more the thing I'm wondering about, how that would make sense in the universe, having a race that is just one gender and not established to be able to work like that, kinda, sorta. It's weird. As the thing with players getting mad, I understand it, yet at the same time I don't really care. But I understand it. At the very
Players get angry at the stupidest things.
Oh,
sometimes.
players get angry at the stupidest things.
I mean, yeah, I don't
Like
really care.
Tifa's
But...
boobs.
Oh god. I know that's a thing, and I'm sad that it is.
That was funny when people were getting up in arms about that. Like, calm down.
Honestly,
there's still boobs on the
if
internet.
Tifa were a real person, she would have just knocked them out, just for suggesting that she needs bigger boobs.
Oh yeah, they would all be dead. Like, no question about it, they would all be dead. Say.
Time to go get myself some.
Okay, he didn't finish what he was saying, but he said coffee.
I think he accidentally left and now he's joined again. But it's probably away getting his coffee.
He did say earlier he was going to go get coffee, but I don't think he finished what he was saying before he left. That's what he was doing.
Can you hear me?
Hello?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure what happened.
Wait.
Oh, I know what happened. I got off the Wi-Fi because I stepped into my car.
Oh, what?
Oh, I'm just going to grab some coffee over at Dunkin's across the street, so...
Cool, grab me a donut.
Yeah, I'll just step on the phone.
I could go for a donut right about now.
Trying to cut down. Let's see. So she's got a fairly unique hairstyle.
So yeah, I've stepped away from the stream currently. I'm just going to be in the chat. Or I could just come back after I get on my coffee.
Depends how good your connection is. I'm happy for you to stay.
Yeah, okay. I'll see you in a bit.
Alright.
Alright.
Okay, so I'm kind of taking some liberties with a hairstyle here. Yeah, and I'm not sure people will really sort of, you know, mind. Okay, so she has the same skin tone as Fran. That's quite useful. Same hair color, which is again very helpful. Okay, since it's quieted down, I can now sort of take note of the chat a bit more. What are people saying? How do male Vieras look like? Well, I guess we'll never know. I imagine just like female Vieras without the stripperific outfits. Yo, hello Michael Lepnitz. How are you this fine evening? Okay, so she hasn't got these same colourings at the top of her ears like Fran, so I will get rid of those. It's pronounced more like Leibniz. Leibniz? Oh, Leibniz. Cool. Alright, so onto her outfit. I wonder if when Vieira are born, they're sort of given these weird outfits like from birth. Because I don't think you ever actually see a young Vieira.
Oh.
How's the Praetorium going? How the F do Vieiras reproduce with other male species?
Actually, that could work.
I guess that's the only way they can reproduce if there's no male Vieira. I guess Square didn't care enough to delve into that.
wow, that leveling roulette procced way faster than I expected it to.
Which one's that?
It procced in like 2 minutes, and I play a ninja, so
Wow.
it happened a lot faster than I expected. Because normally you don't expect leveling roulette to, you know, be in near instant queue.
Definitely, especially as a DPS.
Precisely. Let's see. Oh, where did I? Oh, it's Copper Bell. I hate Copper Bell.
Me too.
To be fair, it's not Tamtawa, which is probably the worst dungeon to be in. Wait. Oh god. This will be a fun ride.
Hang in there, bud.
I just saw the shop icons and noticed I'm the only one that is outside of the dungeon level 30.
Oof. So they're all new.
But the problem is I'm not the tank, and the tank is currently not moving.
Oof. Even bigger roof.
So we're just waiting, because the tank and someone else of the group are writing weird stuff in the chat.
Copper Bell, yeah. I think we all have that reaction. Someone in the chat empathizes with you.
Oh no. Yeah, honestly, one of the more annoying dungeons is Tom Tower, in my opinion. And Dark Horde. This way, Dark Horde has sometimes enemies too close together, and it's annoying.
Definitely.
Luckily, every tank has a ranged attack, so they can just pull just 2 or 3 and then tank them somewhere else. Oh, thank you, the tank started moving.
Oh, that's good. I had a tank the other day. No, it wasn't a tank. Someone. I did duty roulette, and I got Auron Vale, and someone clearly didn't want to do Auron Vale, so they were like, Auron Vale, nope, fuck this, I'm going AFK, and true to their word, they went AFK, and we had to wait the mandatory 5 minutes to kick them, but it's just like, why do that?
Oh, I have a different Auron Vale story. So, I had Auron Vale just as part of my leveling, like my normal leveling, not the roulette, just normal leveling. When I was leveling my warrior, and I plop in and see 2 black mages, and 15 minutes have already gone by in the dungeon. I'm like, why are we here after 15 minutes? And then they told me that the tank that was there previously could not keep aggro. And I'm like, how do you not keep aggro in Shadowbringers? Because you know, tank stance is free.
That is basic stuff, yeah.
Like, I would have gotten it in Stormblood because the tank wanted to do damage, but tank stance is free in Shadowbringers. You don't lose any damage for having tank stance up, so...
Yeah, no excuse.
Exactly. And I'm badass tank and I can keep aggro, even with a weak weapon. Like, I had the level 30, 35 weapon still equipped, and I tanked Auron Vale, no problem.
Yeah.
Speaking of tanks, this tank does not know how to take the shit that the stuff that attacks me. Thank you, now it's already dead. I'm taking aggro from the tank. What? Please tell me I mislooked that and I'm not actually taking aggro from the tank.
Have they got the stance on?
Oh god damn. They don't have it yet. It's not a level 30 yet.
Oof.
Which is honestly the thing that already confuses me via the stances level 30 skills. I mean, it makes sense, but at the same time, why is your biggest tank tool a level 30 skill?
Mm. Okay guys, so that's Jote done. She's looking pretty good. Pretty accurate to the model, I would say. It's not perfect, but close enough for government work. So I'll just close those down. Okay, so I've completed all the models I set out for tonight. So if there's any people still hanging around, I'm now gonna sort of take some requests to do little doodles. And I will remember to save this whilst I'm doing it. So figure some requests for random doodles, like try and keep it simple. But try and test my knowledge of drawing characters from memory.
I don't know how simple that one would be. I should just write it in the chat for fairness, but I got an idea of one you probably have seen.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh wait, never mind. You already have probably a model of her. I forgot. Because I was thinking Tataru, but then I remembered, oh, that's probably already a model made for 14, if not planned for it.
Can I see all of the models you just made? Because I just joined the stream, can't rewind. Yeah, sure, why not? Okay, so tonight we made Kytes, Bhujerba NPCs 1 and 2. Who else did we make? We made Vossler, Judge Geese, and where is she? Jote. Okay, so there's Vossler.
Oh my god, I really am taking the aggro from the tank.
Kytes, Jote, Geese, Bhujerba NPC 2 and Bhujerba NPC 1. Draw Van dressed up as a girl with Pinello making fun of him, along with Zidane and Cloud. Sure, I can give that a try. What do you mean something about Van looks off? He looks fine. It must be pretty late over there in Germany.
Well, it is 3:15 AM.
Oof.
I took a nap before I came here, it's fine.
Yeah, so Kytes looks very different in Revenant Wings. That's probably why he looks a bit weird to you, but he does look fairly accurate to how he looks in 12 here, so no worries there.
Oh god, is that... God, why does Ninja not have an AoE at this point?
Yep, I did play Revenant Wings right up until the final world, and for whatever reason I just kind of dropped the game and I never went back to it. I think it was shortly after the plot twist regarding who the Judge of Wings is.
Honestly, the most annoying thing in the Revenant Wings is one of the side missions, which was probably meant as the super optional mega final boss side mission, which is just so long because it's I think 3 to 4 maps in a row.
Yeah.
Wow. I don't know if it is because tank has no tank stance available or because my damage is just too good, but the tank can't get the aggro from me.
I feel you there, buddy.
Nah, it could be worse. At least it's just incorporeable with enemies do like no damage.
Okay, so as requested, as an unusual request, this is Van dressed as a woman with Penelo, Cloud, and Zidane laughing at him. Because they're mean. Gotta save this piece of art, too good not to. Don't worry, I save all requests at the end of streams. Let's see, I've got time for maybe one more request, so if anyone wants to shoot anything my way. Fun doodles. I'll try and draw characters from memory. Excellent! I apparently picked the right time to join in. Hello, Rosalie Applegate. And hello, Ben. Captain Bosch's butthole. No, I don't think I will do that. Oh, I do a really good
boss.
Oh, I do a really good Mr. Burns. Smithers! Who is that strange, unusual man?
That's Homer Simpson, sir.
Excellent. Ah. It seems someone has joined the Discord chat, Smithers. Have them taken away by the hounds immediately, or whatever it is he says.
But I'm back!
I'm sorry, sir. I can't release the hounds. They are still chasing off that kid that tried to step on your lawn.
Ah, blast nabbit.
Isn't that Invader Zim?
No,
No,
that's
I'm
supposed to be
thinking-
Mr.
no.
Burns.
Oh.
Do I have to do everything myself? Get this enemy over here.
Yuffie revives the thief as a zombie. That's a pretty good one.
Oh god.
Cloud
When me and
dresses Cloud
a
of
friend
Darkness.
of mine played FF7, he accidentally flew into Ruby Weapon and we promptly died.
Big surprise.
Oh god, how bad is that healer?
How's the stream coming?
I finished all the models, now I'm just taking random requests for doodles.
That's cool. Alright, I'm about to log back into YouTube.
Okay, so at the moment someone has requested Cloud dressed as Cloud of Darkness, which is an interesting concept, so that's what I'm doing at the moment.
Oh my, which one? The original 3 version or the one that they started using as the Dissidio one?
I'll go for the Dissidia version.
God, playing FF3 on the DS was something. And I know I definitely cheated on that one because whoever came up with 2 dungeons without save points. Ugh.
Actually, I'm trying to make this humorous, so I'll make that a bit more obvious. That's an ab, not a boob. So this is Cloud, who is a manly man. Oh, No, Cloud's not that thick. This scrawny little dude. No, that still looks thick. Kind of drawing Cloud of Darkness from memory here. All I know is that she has these weird things coming out of her back. Oh, someone's either dropped in or out the chat.
He entered the Wi-Fi again, that's what happened.
Probably. Don Corneo is jerking off right now. Lol.
Oh god.
Yeah, for a doodle this has actually come out pretty well.
Yeah.
Oh man, I love it. How accurate did I get it to Cloud of Darkness? Let's have a look.
Okay.
Welcome back. Okay, interesting. The Cloud of Darkness page on the Final Fantasy Wiki has been deleted.
What?
Yeah. Weird.
Why would that be deleted?
I don't know, I managed to find the image anyway.
That is surprising. You would think that page would stay, especially with how well known the Cloud is. Oh, I know what the problem is. Maybe it's just that the pictures are not on the wiki anymore, but the page maybe still exists. Like just the Cloud of Darkness page.
That's probably it, yeah.
Maybe it's just that those specific pictures are gone. It's weird.
Do you use a drawing tablet or a mouse? I use a tablet. This would be very difficult with a mouse. Not impossible, just very difficult. Oh man, I actually, for a doodle, I'm actually really proud of how this turned out. Cloud needs to sing Sweet Transvestite for Rocky Horror. How do I? See you've met my faithful Barrett man. He's just a little brought down, 'cause when you knocked, he thought you were Shinra. Well, don't get strung out
I think I'm back.
by the way I look.
Yes, you are.
Oh, thank God. I don't know what happened, but that was just annoying.
Don't
Oh, I
judge a
get
book
it.
by its cover. I'm not much of a man. In fact, I'm more of a Zack.
What?
I was singing Sweet Transvestite from Rocky Horror
Oh.
Picture Show, but as Cloud.
Right. I see.
I mean, Cloud needs to do something to stay calm after all the times he doesn't get what he wants from the Gold Saucer.
Oh my God.
Yeah, yes.
Like, when my friend was over, we tried to farm specific materia. It did not go well.
we just wanted first we wanted an enemy away materia, and then we learned sneak attack is in the gold saucer, and we wanted that, but we didn't get it yet.
Okay, so this was Cloud dressed as Cloud of Darkness, as requested by Jesus Adorno. This was actually really fun to do, and I actually really like the way it came out, so that's definitely going on Twitter. Thanks for the amusing suggestion. Let's see. Should I take one more request? Nah, I should probably actually wrap up now, because it's been going on for about 2 hours now, and it's getting pretty late here, but...
Yeah, we just entered the second hour.
Oof. Okay then, right. Thank you all for coming along today. This has been really fun, and yeah, so next stream we will cover some more characters as I go along in the script. Thank you, Happy Striker, Caldus, for joining, and you, Flutter Dark. If you want to say goodbye, and I will see you all next time.
See ya.
See you, everybody.
See ya.
Thank you.